Channel Tomorrow News is brought to you in part by Carmine citrus-free assorted chocolates. Finally, a box of assorted chocolates without those nasty orange ones. Going on a picnic, beach date, or an outdoor film? Grab 3 gallons of beans. It's more than enough beans for any given occasion. They're not your children, so get them a gift that's just enough. At Step Parents Gift Emporium, we sell wallets, decent books, and sweaters you might wear around the home. And now, it's Channel Tomorrow News. Good evening. I'm Sidney Lafroid, and you're watching Channel Tomorrow News. Here are this week's top stories. We start this evening's broadcast with a back injury. I was partaking in some athletics and tore something in my back. So if I seem slightly less animated per usual, my apologies. But I believe it was Milli Vanilli who once said, "The show must go on." Speaking of shows, Maroon 5 have announced a new arena tour. They've gone to great lengths to ensure all fans have an equal experience. They guarantee that every seat in the arena will be in the earbleed section. The nation just celebrated its independence with a 9.4% decline in tourism. Canada was feeling especially festive with a 20.2% drop. Thank you for getting in the holiday spirit. This is a great time to make mention of one of our sponsors, 3 gallons of beans. I brought 3 gallons of beans to a 4th of July cookout yesterday. We ran out of ice, but there were still about 2.5 gallons of beans left over. There were more than enough beans, just as advertised. We appreciate being sponsored by such an abundant product. Back in the news, divers off the coast of Australia were able to reach a shipwreck for the first time since the boat sank in 1904. Unfortunately, they were unable to locate any survivors. In more underwater news, investigators are saying a simple part may be the culprit for the Titan submarine's demise. All evidence is pointing towards a small penis being the root cause. In a recent report, pilots have admitted that crew members are having intercourse in the cockpit during flights. Or rather, the vaginal pit, if there are female pilots involved. There could be lesbian pilots having intercourse on autopilot as we speak. Just to be clear, Channel Tomorrow News supports any variation of pilots having intercourse during flights. We also don't have anything against asexual pilots. Some pilots simply like to fly without having intercourse, and that's okay. Staying on the topic of flying, Italy has announced that medium and large-sized dogs will now be allowed in the cabin during flights. At last, my ex-mother-in-law can finally take that trip to Tuscany. Staying in Europe, a man in England has been arrested for stealing thousands of dollars worth of cheese. The alleged thief is known in crime circles for taking monetary slang too literally. A search warrant at his flat discovered piles of stolen bread. A recent study showed that dairy may be causing sleep disruption. So for all the babies watching the program, milk might not be the best decision before bedtime. And now, it's time for our viewer mail segment. This is the portion of the program where I read letters sent in to the program. Looks like we have one letter again this week. Comes from Raquel. It reads, "Dear Sidney, Raquel here. Anyone else write you besides the one spam electronic mail? I didn't think so. At least your ex-wife can keep you reading in the meantime. That must feel good, I'm sure. I braised a pot roast earlier, low and slow for 5 hours. It was just enough time for Dimitri and I to fit in one round of intercourse. I swear I haven't had to wax my privates for months. What could possibly grow given that kind of friction? In our days, my carpet matched the yard, overgrown in drought-like conditions. This afternoon, Dimitri looked like one of those tree herders in Lord of the Rings, bracing for impact when the dam was released. Still not yours, Raquel. Not really sure what Raquel was referencing. I never saw the two towers. And now, it's time for our senior pet adoption of the week. Our senior pet featured this week is 15-year-old Rad Boy. As his name suggests, he is one rad dog. He is easygoing and does well around other dogs, people, and children. I can think of 2 out of 3 of those things that I don't even get along with. If you are interested in Rad Boy, please contact the information on the screen. That concludes our broadcast for this week. Join us every Sunday evening for news coverage you can trust. I'm Sidney Lafroid. On behalf of everyone here at Channel Tomorrow News, have a pleasant evening and an even better tomorrow.